Hi, my name is Jerry Granada, and I'm a brother educator. Today, I will be showing you the amazing compact MuVit digital dual feed foot, which is included with the BQ2500 and BQ3100 sewing and quilting machines. This foot is perfect for working with thicker materials and fine fabrics, and stitches forward and backward for unprecedented versatility. Let's head over to the machine, and I'll show you how this fantastic foot works. The compact MuVit digital dual feed foot is very different from a traditional walking foot. It is belt driven, it maintains constant contact with fabric versus only holding the fabric down when the needle is down. As you can see, I have the compact MuVit digital dual feed foot already attached to my machine. It simply screws on, and you can see a plug coming out of the back of the foot. This gets plugged into the back of my machine. The reason I need to plug it in is there is a motor inside this foot, and the speed of that motor can be adjusted to speed up or slow down in the settings menu. Let's go look where that is. In the settings menu, one of the options is the dual feed adjustment. There it is, the dual feed adjustment. Now, using the plus and minus keys, I can speed up or slow down the foot for whatever my needs are. +1, +2. This is speeding up. Go back to default, which is 0, 0. I can go down to the negatives, which means I'm slowing down the foot. But I'm going to keep the setting at 0, 0 for now. If you have ever sewn strips together and been frustrated because they didn't meet exactly as they should at the ends, you will love this ability to adjust the foot speed. So now let's close this menu and go back to the main screen. So what you're seeing are some of the feet that are available for the compact dual feed. The first on your far left is a general sewing foot. This is great for all your sewing needs and piecing quilt tops. You'll notice that there are markings on this foot. Now, when the needle is centered, the first red marking you'll see is 1/8 of an inch. To the right of that is 1/4 of an inch. To the right of that is 3/8. And then to the very garment sewers, we haven't left you out. If you allow your fabric to ride along the edge of this foot, that is 5/8 of an inch. Those markings are also mirrored on the left side. The next foot that we have is the open toe foot, and it's called that because if you'll notice on the general sewing foot, this area is closed, while this area here is open, allowing for fantastic visibility. Red markings for you as well to line everything up perfectly. From the center to this first red line is 1/4 of an inch, and again, that is mirrored on the left side. The next foot is a stitch in the ditch foot. If you've ever been frustrated with trying to follow a seam line or stitch in the ditch if you're a quilter, this foot is for you. There is a guide here, and I'll turn this to the side so you can see it. There is a black guide here that you will allow to ride along your seam or along the seam of a quilt and give you a perfect stitch in the ditch right down that line. It gives you something to guide on. So let's go ahead and use some of these feet now. I'm going to show you how they work and how this foot works. So let's piece some fabric together, and I'll show you how the foot keeps constant pressure on your fabric so there's no slippage and allows amazing accuracy in your seam allowances, whether you're a home deck or garment or quilter. So I'm going to piece some pieces of fabrics together just like I was piecing a quilt. Now the stitch that I'm using is a default straight stitch, 1-03. This is the stitch that comes up when your machine is first turned on, and it works perfectly for this application. So I'm going to use the marking that I showed you earlier. It's the second from the right. It's a little longer, so it does stand out from the rest of the markings to make it obvious that this is your 1/4 of an inch. This is the one that I will be following. So all I'm going to do is lower my needle and lower my presser foot, and I'm going to start stitching. Now I am using this mark right here, this red mark, to allow the raw edge of my fabric to guide under. Now I want to draw your attention to the foot itself, because watch this. I can free piece. I can just sew right off the fabric, which is great for chain piecing, because now I can butt up the next piece of fabric that I have to piece, allow that to go through, and it very easily, it's almost like a serger, but not quite. But it allows it to chain right off of the fabric. So now I'll cut my fabric. I will show you. You can see that these two are connected beautifully by stitching in between. And I also have a beautiful 1/4 of an inch front and back. So that is how you can use the compact digital dual feed foot to keep all of your pieces together. So if you're not a very confident quilter yet, this foot is perfect for you. I'm now going to stitch some straight lines on a thick quilt to show you how this foot will allow to work with the feed dogs underneath to create perfect stitching. And you will see that the thickness of the quilt doesn't matter at all. It just feeds through beautifully. So I have a backing. I have a piece of cotton batting. I have a piece of high loft polyester. And I also have my quilt top. Now, this is a top that I designed in the Advanced Quilt software. I highly suggest you look at that if you haven't yet. And I have also drawn a line on my quilt to represent my quilt line. Now, I'm going to use the open toe foot. Remember, we talked about the different feet. This is the open toe foot. So this area inside here has been cut out so that I can see precisely where it is I need to go. So I'm going to lower my needle, drop my presser foot. Notice how, just like butter, it goes right through. Not a problem whatsoever. Beautiful stitching on the front and beautiful stitching on the back. So you can see just how gorgeous that stitching is. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the camera direction. I want to show you this foot from the side so you can see how the thick quilt feeds effortlessly through this foot. And so now I'm showing you the side angles so you can see exactly. I want you to pay attention right here and watch how beautifully this thick quilt goes right under that foot without any effort whatsoever. Isn't that amazing? Now, let's stitch in the ditch. Let me show you how easy it is to change out the feet on this foot. All I have to do is press down. That pops right off. And I'm just going to snap on the new foot. Easy as pie. So now let's bring back my quilt. And what I want to do is I want to show you how I stitch in the ditch using this foot. So the black guide that is right here is going to follow right along this seam here, and it's going to create perfect stitching within that seam. So let's get stitching. I'm just allowing that guide now so slowly so you can see. That guide is following right along the seam. And it just fits perfectly. It works beautifully and it looks great. And as you can see, I have sewn exactly right on the side of that, exactly where it needs to go. So there's my stitch in the ditch right there. Look how beautifully that foot worked. Now, let me show you how easy it is to sew with some finicky fabrics or some thinner fabrics and slippery fabrics. On the bed of my machine, I have 2 pieces of organza. Now, let's be honest, organza is challenging under the best of conditions to sew, but I'm going to show you how easy it is to sew with this slippery fabric using the compact dual feed foot. So if you've noticed, I've switched out my foot from the stitch in the ditch to the general sewing foot, which is perfect. I'm going to use the edge of the foot to create a 5/8 inch seam. So I'm going to drop my needle, drop my foot, and watch the magic. Because this foot is belt driven, the belt creates constant pressure on my fabric, creating an absolutely perfect amount of pressure to hold the slippery fabrics together. And look how beautifully. There's no stabilizer. There was nothing behind this fabric to hold it, but look how beautiful that stitching is, front and back. Look at that beautiful seam. Absolutely perfect. So this now opens up a world of possibilities to garment sewers who were either frustrated or intimidated by these challenging fabrics. It's now simple and easy. So I'd like to show you a garment that I created using this machine and the compact dual feed foot. Look how beautifully this sleeve turned out. This was a set-in sleeve using 2 layers, yes, 2 layers of tulle against a thicker knit fabric. And look how beautifully this stitched. This garment was so much fun to create because the foot didn't allow the fabric to slip, making sewing so easy. Again, 2 layers of tulle here. One is tough enough, 2 layers is really challenging. But with the compact MuVit digital dual feed foot, I was able to put these together effortlessly and easily. As you can see, the compact MuVit digital dual feed foot makes sewing on thicker and finer materials so fast and easy. And its unprecedented versatility allows for so many other uses as well. I know you'll love this foot as much as I do. I'm Brother Educator Jerry Granata. Thank you for watching.